Happy Sunday. YouTube beef. There's a YouTube beef. There are many YouTube beefs, but there's a big YouTube beef that's going on that we want to talk about. Please do not call anybody's name. Don't call no name. Do not, I repeat, do not no call nobody name. Me, I beg you, please. I am begging you. Don't call nobody name. No call nobody name in the comment. No put them name in the comment. Don't come up on the screen. I call nobody name. Me, I beg you. Me, I beg you. Me, I beg you. Don't call nobody name. Because over here, we all about love and happiness. Rice and peas and curry chicken. We don't fight over here. We don't argue. We get along. We love everybody. Everybody's welcome. Even the pygmies and the dust bunnies. We want them to come. We welcome them once. We welcome them twice. We welcome them 3 times in a Jesus Christ. Because we want them to repent of their dustyism and their dust bunny and their pygmyism. So we love them and we want them to come. Okay? We all about peace over here. Okay, rice and peas and curry chicken, honey. We get along. So me, I beg you, please, Mom. I'm begging you, please, sir. Don't call nobody name. If you don't know who we're talking about, just sit and listen and, email me and me will tell you. But me, I beg you, please, don't call nobody name. You hear me? Me, I beg on you, please, okay? I had to come on early because I put 5:30 and then was like, no, I need a nap. Then I took a nap and then I woke up 5 o'clock. Then I went upstairs. My husband was like, you getting ready to record? I'm like, yeah. He said, well, I got to come down at 7. So I was like, let me jump on because I can only be on here at and my husband have to sit here. He does his conference calls and whatever he has to do here, which is why I'm getting the den so he can have his office space in there because he's working from home. But anyways, how y'all doing? We're going to talk about this beef in these YouTube streets. Okay? And I've been following the beef and I've been listening, honey. And the reason why I want to talk about the beef is because I want to tell y'all, married people and people that's going to get married, you got to keep people out your homes. I'm just trying to tell you. You got to keep people out of your homes. You got to keep people out of your marriage. What I didn't agree with a lot of things them old church women says, those old wives says. But let me tell you, some of that stuff those old women said, they made sense. One of the things they said, you got to keep people out of your homes. Let me tell you, every couple I know that had people running in and out of their homes, their marriage didn't last. I'm just trying to tell you. Their marriage did not last because you have everybody up in your house. You got everybody up in your marriage. And let me explain something to you. You better read the Bible. The Bible is right. The Bible talks about spirits. You understand? And people can come in your home and throw off your home because they bring spirits in your home. Okay, next thing you know, you and your husband, you're fighting and there's a spirit in your house and you don't know what's going on. You're like, what in the world is going on? So like the old church mothers used to say, keep people out of your home, keep people out of your marriage. I know one lady, they was married for a very long time. Then then one of the other women that was coming to her house all the time took her husband. And I just remember always saying that was always at my house. She was always at my house. And I was like, well, why was you allowing her to always be at your house? Keep people out of your home and keep people out of your marriage, okay? But let's go ahead and greet the sister. Oh, Kimberly. Hey, Kimberly, honey. How are you? How are you, my dear? Money Boy Flynn. Peace and love to everyone. Hey, Kimberly. Now I want rice and peas. Hi, Adrian. Hey, Miss Demita. Hey, girl. Hey, Kimberly. Demita says hi. Adrian says hi. Hey, I am behind at the beef, so just here for the update. Yes, honey, we're not gonna call no name. We're not gonna call no names. Let me text Chloe because I was talking to Chloe this morning on the phone. We not gonna call no names, but I'm just saying there's a war going on in these YouTube streets, and I've been listening to the war for about 2 weeks. But last night or a couple of days ago, it get real dirty. They went for the jugular. And I was like, oh no, honey, I got to talk about this. But I'm not taking sides. I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. I don't know who's slipping, who stole anybody's man. I I'm just coming up here to tell married women and couples and people you want to get married, you got to keep people out of your home. You hear me? Keep people at your home. I was never, even when it was just me and Lexi. I was never the type of person to have people running in and out of my home. That's how I was raised. And then there's a scripture in Proverbs that talk about stay out of people's homes. Keep your foot at your own home. People are tired of you because you're always running over to their house. And so, I've always had this thing, and I was raised stay at your house, you stay at your house, and stay at my house. If I'm coming to your house, it must be because it's a birthday party, it's Thanksgiving dinner, it's Christmas dinner, or something. I don't believe in just hanging out at your house, especially as married people. I don't believe in that. Okay. I had a group of friends. They didn't want to be bothered with me because I wasn't hanging out. For me, I have a child. I don't need to be hanging out every weekend. I'm on the street hanging out. Once in a while, I don't mind. It's a birthday. It's your birthday, girl. Well, what am I going to leave my kid to come hang out with you and have some drinks for? It's your birthday. No, I don't got time. If it ain't your birthday, I'm not coming. But maybe it's just me. That's just the way I was raised, and that's how I was with Lexi. I didn't like to leave Lexi. When I left my Lexi, it was with my sister, and had to be because I really absolutely 100% have to leave. My little boy is 7. He ain't never been to no babysitter. Okay, because I just don't like leaving. I just don't like leaving my kids. Even our 10-year anniversary coming up, my husband talked about, so we gonna take the kids with us. And I'm like, yeah, we gonna take the kids with us. We ain't leaving them. Who we gonna leave them? Can you imagine little Michael being left with somebody, having to sleep in a room with God knows who, all by himself? Yes. Hey, hi, Angela. So anybody know about the beef? Do not call any name. What y'all got to say about the beef? My main thing is you got to keep people out of your marriage. And married women, y'all talk too damn much. Y'all talk too much. Don't nobody need to know how big your husband's dingling is. That is nobody's business. That ain't nobody's business but your and his and the doctor. I don't even think the doctor needs to know how long the dingling is, because why would she need to know how long the big dingling is? Nobody needs to know that your husband got 9.5 inches and you ain't doing nothing with it. Why somebody needs to know that your husband got 9.5 inches and you ain't doing nothing with it? Okay, because now I'm going, every time I see your husband, I'm gonna be looking at him like, okay. And there was this other lady, I ain't gonna call her name, but I work with a lot of women. And she was cussing at her husband, girl, and they was fighting and carrying on. I couldn't be doing that. Girl, and she told her, she said, you a little dick. You little dingling mother effer. And I was like, and now every time I see that man, I look at him and be like, oh, poor little thing. Ooh, Adrian, send me an email. Kimberly, email me. Okay. Keep people out your mouth. I am not open to visit currently, and I live alone. I have always been protected. That's right, because you can throw your piece off. This is why When you buy a home or you rent an apartment, pastors will tell you, go through the house, open up all your windows, bind spirits. I've done that in this house. Bind every spirit in Jesus' name. Anoint your house. Put the cross on your house. Open your windows and cast every spirit out that is not of God. And then you welcome in the Holy Spirit. So you don't let people in and out your house, because they come in your house and drop demons and stuff. Or you're going to have to open up your house and So now I don't, I just be praising God and worshiping God in my house. I come from right down here, and honey, I walk upstairs. I anoint Big Mike. I anoint Little Mike. I anoint Lexi. I plead the blood of Jesus, and I pray. But you have to keep people out of your homes. Okay, we'll do. Yes. Nobody needs to know your business. I heard about this other lady. I don't know if it's true, but somebody bumped me and said, girl, don't be telling that girl your business, honey. She so-and-so told her about, her. They wasn't married. They was been together forever. And she go text that man. She text that woman's man and saying, what she said? What you do? What the Diddy-o? Something like that. Like, what you doing with it? Something like that, girl. Let me tell you, these women out here are crazy, girl. I even heard of this other one. He's, he's a hoe, basically. But there's a certain type of woman he likes to hoe with. And so, it was going around that he knew how to put it down. And he knows how to put it down. And so, but he liked a certain type of woman. And then this other type of woman that he didn't like, she texted him and told him to come over. She'll cook him something, because he like a good home cooking meal, honey. And he was like, nah, I'm good. Okay. Because he was doing one, and the other woman would be spreading it. And the other woman was getting, and they was like, "Ooh, I need to get at him." Barbara, nobody falls in love quicker than a man that needs a place to stay. Yeah. Oh wow, I didn't even know it was in the Bible. No, I'm about to start using this. Yes, it's in Proverbs. It talks about stay at your house. Keep your foot from your neighbor's house. Your neighbor's tired of you. But I was raised to stay home. We was never, when I was a little girl, we was never at people's homes. The only people we would go to was my cousins. We was little, and then when we moved to the other state, it was just me and my brothers. We stayed home. We didn't go to nobody's home. We're not gonna go over Pookie house to play. My mother didn't do that. And so even now with my kids, they ain't no going over to nobody's house, sleeping party. No. Grandparents. Summer baby. Oh my. Selfless. Hey, selfless. The beef, me dead to the floor laughing. Woody Pecker needs to fall back. And Scott. I'm just saying. That was a drag. I mean, I was sitting over here. I was like, you know what I mean? Sydney, hey, poor me. Hey, Lisa. Hi, everyone. So I'm just telling y'all, nobody needs to know what your husband is working with. And how you as a wife letting it be known your husband worked 9.5, but you ain't doing nothing with it. Like, what's wrong? What's wrong? You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. But the word on the street is this wife has been telling people that her husband got 9.5. And instead of her working the 9.5, he's getting it off in the t-shirt. and throwing it in her face. No, my thing is, if you and your husband is going through stuff, I just want to know how people know that you ain't doing nothing with the 9.5, and the poor man have to get it off in the t-shirt. Why people need to know that? Because let's just be real. People go through in their marriages. Marriages go through. This is why counseling is extremely important. Continual counseling. I believe in continual counseling. I believe in continual counseling because sometimes things happen. You're going through with your husband, stuff might happen. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, some things don't nobody need to know. Some things nobody needs to know. You have to protect your marriage. You even have to protect your kids. You got to protect your kids. Because you know how we were, and I realized that we were raised differently. This generation, look, little Michael is 7, almost 8. Lexi's 8. They were raised differently. You know what I mean? I of course I was very protective of Lexi, but I see the difference between Lexi and Michael. Some of this stuff little Michael said to me, Lexi would never. Sometimes I got called Lexi. I said, Lexi, you better come down here and talk to your brother. You better come down here and talk to him. You better come tell him about me. Okay, Lexi would come downstairs. He was little. She would pick him up. She's like, Michael, you have to listen to mommy. You have to be obedient to mommy. Michael, you can't say that. You can't do that, Michael. You have to listen to mommy. So what I'm saying is, I know marriages go through, but I just don't think people should know what's going on in your marriage. The only person that, what in the name? No. There's 88 people in here with 23 thumbs up. Let me just jump. Let me go back over here and take my name. Y'all check those thumbs up for me. Okay? Check the thumbs up. This is, come on now. 83 people, 88 people, and 23 thumbs up. Come on. I need you all to be thumbs up because I don't need nobody trying to accuse me of buying subscribers. You know what I mean? And that's another thing. Even if you're buying subscribers, white people know you're buying subscribers. I'm just saying, it's just so much stuff. It's just so much stuff out this street. I just messaged Chloe. Me and Chloe was talking about it this morning. So if you know what's going on, come up and give me your opinion. Please don't call no names. Do not call. Matter of fact, the first thing you need to say is, I ain't gonna call no name. Come on, Scott. You want to come up? Is Chloe here? Anybody else here? But I want to, Chloe and I, we live in New Jersey. She lived the next city over from me. You ain't going to see me at Chloe house sitting up eating no damn ice cream. If I'm at Chloe house, it's because we're recording a show. It's Thanksgiving. It's a baby shower, Christmas, whatever. Same thing. Chloe not going to be over here at my house sitting up, unless say, well, I ain't going to have no babies. It's either Thanksgiving, a birthday invite, or something. I don't believe in being at people's homes. You got to keep people out of your homes and keep people out of your marriage. And when stuff is going on with your marriage, you don't need to be telling everybody what's going on in your marriage. The only person needs to know is your marriage. Get your marriage counselor, you and your husband. And, even as girlfriends, you can't be telling everything. Okay? Don't be telling everything. And so my girlfriend started talking to me, first thing quick, I'll say, girl, you need to call the counselor. You need to call the counselor. You know what I mean? Ask them. Every one of my girlfriends, they start talking about this going on in my marriage. If it's something I said, first thing I say, I bet you they'll tell you, Janice always tell me, go get a counselor. Girl, you got to go see a counselor. I even give him the number. Here's my counselor. Here's our marriage counselor, our family counselor. He's an older African-American man. He's really good, girl. He'll talk to you and your husband. UTT whenever you saw him. Kelsey, hey, girl. I walk around my house 7 times and pray while I did it. That's right. That's another thing. I walked around this property with some anointed oil, honey. Yes, I did. Walk right around, me and the kids and Mike. We walk around here and I pray. I said, God, the angels. And I thank God. I thank God for the angels every day at my windows and at my door. And the angels know anybody that's coming on our property to cause harm or danger, they need to strike them down. Okay? You can't be allowing people. Is this a tarot card leaving the grid? No, Jose, we don't do that over here. Okay? We plead the blood of Jesus over here. And selfless. Hey, I had rice and peas and oxtail for dinner. I ordered it. I made baked chicken for dinner. Hey, T Mac. Hey, Roro. Hey, because this is your Kimberly friend. Hey, yes, honey. These women are not wise. And sadly, they are married. Her is she want to be more man than a man. She is out of pie. Well, I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing. And I like all these people, girl. I like all these people. Except the other little one. I know something is real funny about her. Thank you, baby. Thank you so much. Something real funny about her. But you know what the people said. The word of the street is, she done gave up the baby for adoption. Now, personally, I don't see a problem with that. To me, it's better to give up a child for adoption than do the other thing that she allegedly also did in Mexico, according to the word in the street. But that's none of my business. I don't know if y'all know how I feel, but I feel like everybody have a right to make the decision they want to make. Okay. I just feel like everybody have a right to make a decision you want to make. But you know what my daddy say? Don't put yourself in a position where you have to make that decision. And he said, if you went out there and did what you need to do, and you created a life, bring the life on. Bring the life. Bring the life. That's what the bishop said. Bring the life. If you choose to do what you need to do, I'm just saying white people know it. Huh? White people know what you did. You feel like you wanted to, give the baby, you want to flush. I mean, white people know. You don't nobody need to know that. You accept the man you're going to marry, and you make sure he put a ring on your finger right before he put the ring. You'll say, hey, I want you to know I did this. So my thing is, you need people to shut your mouth. Stop telling people your business, because when people get mad at you, they're going to throw your stuff in your face that you talk about. Because something like that, to me, I would just tell that to my counselor if I felt bad about it. You know what I mean? That's something you tell your counselor. You don't need to be telling people your business. 92 people in the room, check the thumbs up. How many thumbs up do I have? Check those thumbs up. 57 thumbs up. That's not even half. Come on, y'all. Hey, Claudia. Hi, Jairus. I told my singer friend about my relationship because I was hiding it from her. And since I told her I have been going through a rough patch with him, I think it's because of her. But you know how I feel, Claudia. Dating's for data, girl. You don't need to be telling everybody don't need to know who you're dating, girl. Because people are jealous. Okay, I had to cut one girl off. Because she gonna call me and tell me she was thinking about Michael. I was like, wait a minute. But we're dating. We're going out. He's come to the church. He's seriously pursuing me. I had to cut her off. I was like, hold up now. Ain't gonna tell me to my face if she had came to the event, he would have been interested in her. And I'm like, no, he wouldn't have, because he was older than him. So I totally believe people can't bring back energy to your relationship, especially bitter single folks. Yeah, absolutely. I believe it. Monique. Hey, Monique. Clara, hello there. You got me. I have no idea what you're speaking about. Clara, check your Instagram. You got to be careful, girl. You got to be careful. Especially married people. You know what I mean? Especially married people, you got to be real careful. You don't know if everybody needs to be in your business. Don't everybody need to know what's going on in your marriage. Keep people outside of your home. You know what I mean? Ain't no hanging out. We going up to Janice's house to hang out. No, man. I got home. I got kids. I got a husband. No. You know, if I was that type of woman, my husband would have never married me. He wouldn't have married me because he's not. My husband's very calm, cool, collected, peaceful guy. Stop telling people what your husband's working with. Next thing you know, she gonna be trying to go at your husband. Oh, why? Oh my, is done. She done lost her mind. So we will put thumbs up when we know who we're. It's you don't even really have to know. It's just overall wisdom. Keep people out of your home. Stop telling your husband business. You're talking the truth. I've been married 40 years. Lisa, amen. You could teach us a thing or two. I didn't remember to thumbs up. Know that you know. Oh, that's right. He got it. Oh, that's right, Nina. Nina, here's the answer. Okay, here's the answer. Check those thumbs up for me. Okay, check those thumbs up for me. I text Chloe. She's getting her notes. Okay, so basically, keep people out of your home. Keep people out of your marriage. Don't nobody need to know your husband's business. I never get that. I never understand why women want to be telling other women what the husband working with. My grandmother said, "Don't have no woman sit up in your house all the time. She will sure take him." I know a couple of you that happened to. I know a couple of people that happened to where you thought these people was your friends and you had them coming in and out your house, and the next thing you know, your husband is with them. I know people that happened to. I know. I know a couple of you that happened to. Granted, he went because he wanted to go. You know, I know somebody else. He done. It's a group of 5 or 6 of them, and he done did one of them, and she went back and told them, and now they want their go on the rodeo. Okay. Uh-huh. Lord of mercy, Scott and Scott. Don't be telling people. Don't. Shh, shh. Yes. Yes. Don't call no name. We ain't calling no name. Let me go. Let we not. Don't call no names. We don't want nobody coming over here for us because we nice church girls over here. We love peace and happiness, rice and peas and curd chicken. Okay, sure thing, Kim. We're gonna leave you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. But we have to use wisdom, beloved. I just want to come on because one of her doing my aunt's best friend did her husband for years. I just saw a video today. I just shook my head. I was outside with little Michael, I have me a little scientist going on. He a little scientist. And I was outside, with the baby while he was doing his excavation. And it came up that this girl, her mother is pregnant for her boyfriend. Like, how sick can you be? You know what I mean? Like, how sick are you, ma'am, that you're sleeping with your daughter's boyfriend? Like, to me, that is sick. Little Michael, he's going to be a little archaeologist, and he was outside digging, and I was watching the video, and I was like, I can't believe this mess. This woman is outside. The girl was on vacation, and she called the mama, and the mama was all being distraught and secretive and not telling what was going on. And so the daughter said, "Well, what's wrong? What's wrong?" So the daughter called her back a couple of days later to find out what's going on. And she gonna say she pregnant. So the daughter was like, "Oh my God, I'm so happy. I'm finally gonna have another sibling." Check those thumbs up for me. Oh my God, I'm so happy I'm gonna have another sibling. And then the mama is gonna tell the daughter that she pregnant for her boyfriend. She pregnant for the boyfriend. You see what I mean? You can't even trust your man around your mama. You can't even trust your man around your mama. If your mama is gonna take your man, girl. If your mama, if your mother is taking your man, what you think about the other woman that you're not related to? Check those thumbs up for me, please. Check the thumbs up. You know what I mean? And so now the people is wanting to know, and and so this person is also accused of being that even she has a husband and she's not doing that thing with the 9.5 inches he got, but that she's I don't want to use no word because every day every words become offensive, but she likes the same sex, and the person is saying, where is your lover? And apparently this person be going to different cities and stuff, and but she's going with her lover. So I'm just saying, well, people don't need to know your business. It gets back to you keeping your mouth shut, and you don't have to tell everybody your business. Okay? Everybody don't need to know what's going on. I'm waiting for Chloe to come on. Mm-hmm. Roro. Hey, Mimi. Hey. Chris, I said it right there, Roro. Kristen mom could take Mitch. But Mitch is too pumped. He ain't doing nothing. He ain't doing nothing. Mitch only got 2 pumps. He not doing nothing. Okay. It's YouTube. Esca. This person is accused of being the L in, Hey, Kirby. Hey, Mr. Sexy Voice. Hey, Kirby. Okay. It get back to keep people out of your home. Stop telling people your business. Woman, stop running your lips about your husband. Okay, because people be wanting to see what he working with. Okay, people be seeing what he working with. Oh my God! Hey, I just advised. Did you just say that everybody don't need to know what's going on, but you put up a whole community post? No. Nobody needs to know what's going on in your marriage. In your marriage, everybody don't need to know. Everybody don't need to know what's going on with your man in your marriage, what your husband is working with. If stuff is going on in your marriage, you don't need to be telling people if y'all's not getting along. If you and your husband's going through stuff and you're not ministering to him and he's doing other things, nobody needs to know that what's going on between your husband, and nobody needs to know what your husband is working with. Nobody needs to know that your husband, his measurements. Trying to keep it clean. Hey, Mags. And he said, we questioning the tea. I can't. I didn't get that part. To say, okay. Yeah. We talk about nobody needs to know your husband's measurements. You don't need to be telling people your husband got a 9.5. You tell your people that, they might want to try it out because it has happened. I've seen it happen. I have seen couples that were married and they have people going in and out of their house. That's another thing. Keep people out of your homes, out of your marriage home. Everybody don't need to be coming over. There shouldn't be no hanging out at your home. I'm not talking about birthday party, Thanksgiving, blah blah blah. I'm talking about, oh, we just gonna come hang out at your house. No, ma'am. Because I have seen it happen a couple of times. I've seen it happen where there are married couples and they had people coming in and out and hanging out, and those women ended up with their husbands. Uh-huh. Mitch is just a downright bum. We need to pray for her. She got lots of legally problems going. She sold her new house, moved. Oh. Ah. I have to try to do a live in YouTube this week. It's about that. So maybe Mary, Clara, do you think it's because of all the money she owed? She said she used her life savings to pay for the other wedding. And now Kristen is a perfect example, right? Though we can assume from what we know that they're not together, because she went up there on the TV on the after party, and what she said, he don't last long, you know. I'm trying to keep it. Kids walking around. He two pumps basically. Mitch, two pumps. So my thing is, Kristen, why do we need to know that? Why do we need to know Mitch only have two pumps? See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. So ladies, when we are talking, we need to be careful and we need to be mindful of what we say about our homes, our husbands, and our marriages. Because I was shocked when Kristen came out of her mouth and said, you know, he don't last long. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, but Kristen, why do we need to know that? But Kristen, you know, we working on him lasting longer or something like that. But you know, Kristen is really desperate and really needy, and she'll do anything. But we can assume because of what she said that they're not together. Because I don't believe that's anybody else's business. I don't believe that's anybody's business. Nobody needs to know that. I learned as a young woman to not hang out at my married friend's house because the husband came after me. Oh yeah, yeah. When I was a little girl, all this stuff that people do hanging out at each other's homes. Okay. You know, when I was single and dating, and I remember it was a group of us, and they would always say, "Oh, let's go out Friday night, hang out." And I'm like, "No, I'm not. I'm not leaving Lexi to go hang out on a Friday night. I'm not gonna do that. If it's a birthday, you know." Yes, Michael. Can't people to not be going to the hotel? No. Let's talk to Daddy about it. I was like, if it's your birthday, you know, Lexi could come along for birthday dinner, or you know, I could leave her with with my sister. This was before my sister passed, but I'm not gonna leave my daughter just to come hang out with you to have a drinks and stuff. I wasn't raised like that, and I don't like to leave my kids. So to me, it was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. And then you know, then they started hanging out and posting the pictures, and I got in my feelings. I was like, well, how come they didn't invite me to that? And then, you know, it was just them hanging out, having drinks. And I'm like, well, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. And even as a single woman, I didn't allow people to come in and out of my house when it was just me and Lexi, and I wasn't going at people's homes. I was raised to stay home. I was raised not to go to anybody's home unless it's for an occasion. And then, like I said, Proverbs talk about keep your foot from your neighbor's home. Mm-hmm. I just say, so is this clickbait? It says YouTube in your title. I'm confused. No, no, Auntie, it's not. It's not clickbait. There is a beef going on YouTube, and I'm doing this live to bring out a couple of things. Not the beef. In the title, it also says we're not going to call anyone's name, but I just want to encourage women about the beef that keep people out of your home, especially as married women. You don't need to have your girlfriends running in and out of your homes. Um, you don't need to be telling your husband's business. You don't need to tell your friends how many inches your husbands have. You don't need to telling all your problems with your husband to your friends. If you and your husband is in stuff and y'all not ministering to each other, you don't need to tell that to your friends. You need to tell that to your counselor. Okay. Do they really know it's not? Yeah, because she told it. Lisa, she told it. I've been listening to some and my mouth hit the floor. Like, she has told it several times on YouTube that her husband is 9.5 inches. Like, why do you need to tell that? That's protecting your marriage, protecting your home. You know what I mean? That's nobody's business. Because, after that, I started looking at the man crooked. And me and Chloe was talking today. Chloe was like, girl, she said, yes, but that man is not decent, not even decent looking. No, I think he's okay. I think her husband is okay looking. Chloe said she think he's ugly. I think he's ugly. But now I see him and I'm looking at him like, and the other woman, co-worker that cussed out her husband in front of everybody, talk about he got a little dingling. And every time I see him, I'm like, oh, poor thing. But that's what I'm saying, y'all. You don't need to be saying these things about your husband or about your marriage. Nobody needs to. I'm not saying you can't share things, but that's personal to me. That's private. And if y'all not ministering to each other, girl, it's been months. First of all, I don't understand how, y'all beefing other than health reasons and fasting. The Bible's very clear about not withholding intimacy from each other. But I do understand what couples go through. You don't need to be telling your girlfriends you and your husband is not ministering to each other. You tell that to the marriage counselor, and the marriage counselor will help y'all get back together. Okay, so while we're not calling any names and we're not saying who the YouTubers are, but there are some people who know about it, I just want to bring out a few things that is known that as married women, you don't need to share that information with people about your friends and with your girlfriends. You don't. The topic could just be protect your marriage. Okay, protect your marriage. Don't tell people about your husband. Privates. Don't be having people running in and out of your home. Protect your home. Protect your marriage. If you and your husband is not ministering to each other, you don't need to tell your girlfriends. You need to go and tell it to the counselor. It don't need to be all over YouTube that y'all not doing what you're doing. Okay, it should not be known if you're married, you and your husband is not ministering to each other. Why do we need to know he gets it off in a t-shirt and throw it at you? We don't need to know that. Okay, do you understand what I mean, ladies? Those are things you don't need to tell. You don't need to tell your girlfriends. You don't need to put it on YouTube. You don't need to tell anybody. You need to tell that to your marriage, to the family counselor. I believe everybody should have a counselor. I think I was doing the live the other day with Wendy Williams, and we were talking about we all need to go to counseling. We, especially people of color, that our ancestors came up through slavery, we all have PTSD. We all need to go to counseling. I believe in having a family counselor. So my point is, If we change the title of this YouTube video to protect your marriage, these are things you don't need to talk about to people, to your girlfriends, nobody. Nobody. I don't need to know how many inches your husband got. Why we need to know that? My mouth is on the floor. I have to leave in 15 minutes. I'll surely catch the rest on the replay. Okay, babes. Okay, Kimberly and Scott. Oh boy says she is in the LGBT but questioning the T LMBO. But you know how we are. We want to always say people is this do that. No woman needs to know what you're working with in regards to your husband. Know what I mean? Yeah, nobody needs to know. And in talking about disciplining, like my father taught me this. My father said, you never de-shield your husband in public. Never. Never de-shield your husband in public. Never cuss him out, never argue with him. You know, if it comes to the point you guys are in it, like when before COVID and Mike used to have his events and stuff, when we go to the dinners and stuff, they would say, oh, Mrs. Simons, what do you think? I was just telling them I agree with Mike. Okay, because when you do that, when you cuss your husband out in public, when you telling him he got a little or you everybody on YouTube now know how many inches your husband got, you're de-shielding him. I'm confused. Eve, I'm talking about protecting your marriage. That's what I'm talking about. And nobody needs to know you're not satisfying his need, but apparently she told the t-shirt story to a friend and he is spilling it. Right. That's what I'm saying. Protect your marriage. Why do you need to tell that you're not satisfying your husband's need or he's not satisfying you? Those are things you talk to a counselor with, not your girlfriends. And another thing, now these people have fallen out. Again, it could just be anybody. These people have fallen out, and now because you're falling out, now you're telling each other's business. See, that's why I don't believe in telling, This is why you protect your marriage. You protect your marriage by not telling people stuff that they could come back and hurt you with. Oh, you found it. Michael, remember you and Daddy need to choose a book bag. School is Friday. Okay? Okay. So now you done told somebody else you're not ministering to, because it's ministry, you're not ministering to your husband, and he has to satisfy himself and clean up with a t-shirt. Why do you need to tell that? Okay? Why do you need to tell that? You see what I mean? Why do you need to tell somebody that? My point is, I understand you want to tell somebody, but tell it to your marriage counselor, because the marriage counselor is not going to come back and throw it in your face on YouTube or anywhere. Married people should not have single people for hanging around their mates alone, just conversate. Yeah, I'm doing that. Basically, Charles, just keeping other women out of your house, around your marriage, not to mention telling other women about issues you are having intimately with your husband. Yes. So Eve, there is a YouTube beef going on. We're not calling any names. That's why I put it in the title. We are not calling any names. Okay, but I just want to pull out a few things, and these few things is what Beverly says. Just keeping other women out of your house, around your husband, not to mention telling other women about issues you are having intimately with your husband. Because when you and these people fall out, 9.999 times they're going to come back and throw it in your face. And you don't want to do that. Okay? You don't want them to do that. Protect your marriage. Protect your home. Keep people out of your home. Because you have people at your home, y'all cooking, talking, girl, y'all coming, girl. Girl, Okay. Oh, Kimberly, drop your YouTube, drop your link before you go. Drop your link. That's another thing I have in the title. Grow your YouTube channel, because I haven't done a growth stream in a minute. I need to do one. And I have to remember to tell people to drop their streams. Okay. Protect your home, protect your marriage. Okay. Don't tell everybody what's going on. I agree with what you're saying. Thank you. You talk about your spouse. You're talking about yourself. This is true. This is true. Ask Jesus to fix. Jesus can't fix it, Mimi. This is something that has this is something Jesus is really, the church has done a disservice about this. I think I'm writing something about this, where you want Jesus to fix something he didn't ordain. You know what I mean? And that's a problem I have with church folks. You go marry. I'm just talking in general. In my writing, I'm talking about you're marrying somebody you know is not right for you. You marry a man you know can't keep a job. Brothers, you marry a woman you know don't want to be married or don't want to stay home. Then you're going to ask Jesus to fix it. It's like we do these things, and then we want Jesus to come fix the mess, but the two don't work. They don't work. I used to talk about you're trying to fix this. It's not, you're trying to fit these two things. Then they're never gonna fit. They're not gonna fit. They don't fit. But we want Jesus to fix it. And Jesus can't fix it. That's a big problem I have in the church. Just marry whoever because he's saved, and then pray that Jesus is gonna keep y'all together. Jesus ain't gonna keep y'all together. Who want to live like you living in hell on earth? Not me. Okay. If he don't want to be married and be faithful, that's another thing. I'm writing a book about women in witchcraft. There's a whole lot of Christian women working witchcraft on their husbands because you're trying to overrule his rights. You're trying to overrule his right. If he chooses to be unfaithful, you cannot overrule his rights to be unfaithful because of your witchcraft prayers. He has to want to be faithful and stop being unfaithful. Okay? There's a whole lot of Christian women working a whole lot of witchcraft in the church. In my book, The Naked Wife, there was a woman who her husband was cheating on her for 40 years. 40 years, her husband was living with a side chick across town. And that woman was praying and believing God for God to bring her husband back home. And then after 40 years, he done sick, got cancer or something, no kidney work. Girl, the girlfriends in church shouting about God brought my husband home. And they was having a conference, and she was one of the guest speakers. They wanted me to come and speak. I said, come and speak to what? About what? That ain't no testimony. That is foolishness. But those are the things that we've done in the church that has made a mockery of marriage and mockery of the church. We want to marry wrong and ask Jesus to fix our wrongs. And God is not going to overwrite somebody's rights, even to become a child of God. He's not going to force himself on you, right? He's led. If any man will, let him come. You have to willingly accept Jesus. He is not. This is nothing people don't understand. In the garden with Adam and Eve, when I said God could not People don't like it when I say that. God could not go and knock the devil over his head and take back Adam's rights, power, and authority. God could not do it. And you will have church folks that will fight me to the death and tell me God could have. No, he could not. Do you know why he couldn't? Because he's a God of laws. He's a God of law and order. God gave Adam rights, power, and authority. Adam gave it to the devil. What God is going to look like? Go beat the devil over his head and take back what Adam gave him? No. So you know what God had to do? He had to come through 42 generations. As a man, God had to become man to get back our rights and power and authority, because a man, the first Adam, gave it away. So Jesus had to come and live as a man and take back our rights and power and our authority. That's why he says, I've given you power to tread upon serpents, scorpions, and over all the works of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means harm you. So Jesus is not going to override a husband or wife rights to do what they want to do if they don't want to do it. That's why a lot of women don't see their husband saved, because they, first of all, you shouldn't have married no unsaved man, number one. Because they're trying to override his rights and his authority. It's not going to happen. Hey, Sher, what if husband don't want to go to counseling, but your friend needs someone to talk to? You tell your friend to call the counselor. Or if you don't want to, if your husband don't want to go to counseling, you go to counseling. Now, because of COVID, they're doing the counselor on the computer. At least my counselor is. We have my husband and I, we talk to him right here. We sit right here on the table, or sit over there on the couch and do our counseling with him. Mm-hmm. So if you're in a marriage and stuff is not going right, and you want him to go to counseling, he don't want to go, you go to counseling and you do it. I told my friend, she said he don't want to go. I said, that's okay. Call the doc. You sit right there in the house while he's home and you talk to the counselor. And after a while, she did about 5 or 6 sessions, and then he came. Because sometimes it will help you. Mm-hmm. But Share, if it's too private, I tell you could ask all of my girlfriends or people I know, people I work with. I will tell them in a second. If it gets too personal, I say, here is Dr. So-and-so number. He's an older African-American man. He's really good. Why don't you call him and talk to him? Okay. Hey, Mimi. Thank you. Listen, Jen, not everyone have class and not everyone comes from class. This is true. All right, y'all, 6:30. I got to get off in about 15 minutes because my husband got to come down. If the like button, please, we have 11 likes so far and there is 95 people. I hope it's not 11 likes in here. Is it? Mm-mm. 87, 88. Check those likes for me. Thumbs up. Thank you. I'm so confused as to who is beefing. Simone, it doesn't matter who is beefing. Okay, there's a YouTube beef going on, but I want to pull some things out and say what their beefing is about is he say, she say. And my thing is, if you didn't have somebody in your house, these people wouldn't know what's going on in your house and in your marriage. Okay. Nobody should know how big or little your husband dingling is. Nobody should know you and your husband is not having sex and he's, coming doing jerking off in a t-shirt. Nobody should know that. You tell that to the marriage counsel, okay, Simone? Okay, so it could be being somebody else that's beefing. Um, email me. Uh, right. I'm not saying any names because I said it in the title. Remember, I said it in the title because I don't. YouTube beef with content creators, don't call no names. Let's talk about it, okay? And what I want to talk about is the people in your marriage that you have in your home and that you're telling your business to, that know y'all don't fill out and know they're telling all your business. Yeah. I know. This should be a life lesson in general because, like you said, most people will use information you gave them against you. That's right. That's why I'm not calling no names. First of all, I don't want nobody coming over here you know how I'm very peace and love and happiness and curry chicken and rice and peas. But we can learn some things. We can learn some things because when you're beefing with people, they tell all your business. Okay, when you're beefing with people, they tell all your business. Do not. This is what I'm trying to tell you. If I could change the title on here and say protect your marriage. Don't tell people your business. And I could say, oh, there's these people on YouTube that's fighting, and they're fighting about he say, she said, because you told us something. He come back and told your business. Okay, these are, like you said, these are just general life lessons, not to tell your man, especially in a marriage. You know what? Because marriage is a covenant, and it should be protected. And it should. Let me tell you, I protect my marriage. I guard my marriage. I guard my mouth. You know, anything me and Mike have, I'm quick to call I have him on speed dial. I could call him right now. I wouldn't, but he would answer. Okay, if I call him at 6:35 p.m. on the East Coast, if I call him right now, he'll answer. And he said, I have an open door policy. You call, you guys tell them it's such a married people, y'all having issues, you call me. Okay. You know, of course I wouldn't call him. You know what I mean? Me and Mike would have to be pulling each other's hair out for me to pick up the phone and call him this late. Okay. And we don't get that. We don't get like that. Me and Mike has never gotten to the place where, you know, at that. First of all, my husband don't like no kind of arguing and all that. He don't he don't deal with and he'll quick to tell me if he feels like my tone is disrespectful. Okay. And I'm quick to tell him, like, did you just raise your voice at me? Okay. Like, he's upstairs. If he called me, I'm like, okay. But if he was down here and talked to me like he's calling me from, I'm like, hold on now. Are you yelling at me? Oh my Lord. Protect your marriage, y'all. Yes. That's how my mom was to her, y'all. Nobody know. Come over. Nobody come over. Keep thank you, Lisa. Thank you. I appreciate this. Oh, there's Kimberly's link. Be sure to subscribe to Kimberly. Okay. When I have time, maybe it's getting real hectic back to school. We're gonna do a Royal channel, but I put that in the title so that if anybody come in to drop your link. I'm talking about those those dusty men. Oh my Lord. My grandmother always told me, keep your mouth and nah, meaning to stop talking so much, get help from a marriage. Yeah, don't be talking too much about your marriage. Never stay in abusive marriage. Never. Never. Okay? Never. But ladies, you know, me personally, I don't believe he wasn't being abusive before. If you pay attention, he was always being aggressive, he was abusive or something like that. There's only one lady I have ever met in all of my years of writing and talking to married women. Her husband became abusive, and I asked her, well, didn't you know before? She was like, we was married 20 years. My husband has never put a hand on me. And she said, what happened? He started to take drugs, and then he abused her. She had to go to the shelter and so on and so forth. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you married a year and he beating you. Don't tell me you didn't see or you didn't know. You saw, you just refused to pay attention to red flags. He was being aggressive, he was dragging you, he was yelling at you, he was being mean. He was, see me, I can't deal with nobody like that. I had to marry my somebody like my husband, very caring. My husband don't not loud. You know what I mean? But you ladies dating from marriage, you got to pay attention. Pay attention to these men. Don't be so in that you can't pay attention. Don't be so in love that you're blinded, and then you be married 3 or 6 months and all the blindfolds come off and you're like, oh my God. Okay, a few more minutes then I'm gonna go. My grandmother told me to keep your mouth in the name, stop talking so much, talk to a marriage counselor because the other woman will throw what you've told them at. That's what I'm saying. You don't know people's beefing and you're telling everybody's business. Oh, whatever. Lisa, I think you might need to refresh. I think I have like 88 or 90. Whatever you tell your friend in privacy is exactly what will be magnified and shouted from the rooftop when they is falling out. That's what I'm saying. I told some, was I having friends, and when my husband just started traveling again this year, right? He was home for 2 years. It wasn't going nowhere. So now they started to travel. And so when he first started to travel, when he came home, my husband, I tell him, go take you a COVID test. You can't come in this bedroom unless you take a COVID test. Mm-mm. You know, hacking ain't. Mm-mm. And so, I said it to some. I was said it. We was at lunch. It was, oh yeah, Mike came home. I told him to go get a COVID test, or he's in the guest room. When my husband come home from a trip, um, when he come home, if he doesn't get a COVID test before he comes home, when he comes home, he goes to the guest room. He sleeps in the guest room, and usually, he go take a COVID test the next day. Right. But this was earlier in the year when it was still kind of hectic getting a COVID test. No, remember earlier this year when it was like crazy when the new variant was out and everybody was getting sick? Everybody and their mama. Girl, it was like popcorn at my job. Everybody in my unit of 7 got sick except me. I wasn't there. I was out for a few days. And my supervisor, she didn't get sick because the supervisors are in their little cubicle. We're moving, we're in a new building and it's kind of open. But the supervisors, they're in their own little space. And so in my unit of 7 with the supervisor, everybody got sick. One girl got it. And it was like popcorn and I wasn't getting it. Remember that, right? So around that time, when Mike came home, I told Mike, just please, I would set up the guest room for him really nice, put on some clean new sheets. And I said, Mike, please go to the guest room, stay in there until you go get your COVID test tomorrow. And by those earlier this year, it was taking maybe 2 days, 3 days because there were so many tests. So he would sleep in the guest room. He would keep his mask on, and I would bring him his food, water, juice, whatever, and leave it on the little chair or table at the door. Because, I'm like, I'm not trying to get you spreading no COVID to me and the baby. And so I said, and do you know somebody was upset with me and they threw that back at my face? They did. And I was like, you, and I want to say she was joking, but I was kind of shocked. You, man, come on, you put him in the guest room. You don't even want him to come in the bedroom. You put him in the guest room. And I was looking at the person and I'm like, isn't that what you're supposed to do? My husband's a business trip. You don't know if you got the COVID or not. Go in the guest room. And so now, now he take a test on his way home, or now he has the portable tests or whatever. And so like he came home, he went to Tennessee this week. He came home and he was fine. And there are times he come home and he said, you know what, I'm feeling a little tired. I'm feeling a little off. I'm gonna go to the guest room and go get a test. Or he'll call, babe, I'm on my way home. but I'm not feeling myself. So, I'm gonna go to the guest room, and I know that means go clean up the guest room because the baby hang out in there. And then he stays in there. He'll get up in the morning. Like where did he go? He went to Canada. He came home, he slept in the guest room, and he was up 7 o'clock in the morning, went right to the urgent care, got the COVID test, and came home and got in my bed. Okay. Okay, but I'm saying all of that to say little stuff like that. Like she was upset and she said that. And I was looking at her like, what? Can you imagine if I had told you something? Sorry, I don't know how to refresh the page while I watch. Okay, don't worry about it. Let me see where I'm at. Check the thought. I'm at 98. I'm at 98. That's not bad. Thank you. 98. Everybody check to make sure you have a thumbs up, okay? All right, y'all. I'm getting ready to go. Chloe didn't come on. I was waiting for Chloe because me and Chloe was talking about it this morning. But I gotta go because Mike has to come down. Glory to God, my husband and I have never had COVID. My kids and grandkids have. God is good. I'm telling you, same here in this house. All of my friends had it. Every last one of them got it. But we've been very blessed to not have gotten the COVID. But me personally, I'm talking to people. I put my mask on. The only time I might not put my mask on is, like I said, our workstation has changed. So you can do this and I can see the next person, the next person, the next person. I'll be like, hey, Alyssa, blah, 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 that. But if I'm talking to somebody, I keep my mask on. And of course, I have a mask on around the house because I'm allergic to dust. Okay. So anything I'm doing, seasoning the meat. Okay. I made dinner this morning, put dinner in the oven, and I had to put a mask on because I'm allergic to dust. So any kind of seasoning makes me sneeze. So I have to keep a mask on. Okay. If I'm pulling down any papers or books or any, if I'm, I don't, first of all, I hate dust. I just don't understand how house just has so much dust. So anything dusty I'm doing, I have to put a mask on because I'm allergic to dust. Okay. All right. I'm here to go. See, you were only trying to protect yourself and your children. That's right. And then let me tell you about Lexi. Now, Sister Lexi. Lexi is so blessed. That little girl, she is blessed. Because the program been shut down so many times. Lexi's been go. Gotta take her to get COVID test. The last time we got the call Friday. Oh, Miss Hylton, somebody test positive. They gotta get a COVID test, right? So it took her Monday to get a COVID test to go back to program Tuesday. And so got the result Wednesday. It takes 24 hours. Wednesday they call and say, Miss Hylton, everybody in Alexia group tested positive, so we need a PCR. So I had to take her back to urgent care for them to do the PCR test. And of course, thank God she was negative. So I said, from now on, when there's somebody test positive, when I go to urgent care, I'm gonna just do the PCR so I don't have to take her twice. Because to me, it's traumatizing. But she was being like a trooper, and she did good. No sense of you both having it. We just had it. Hubby was upstairs. Goes. That's right. Yeah. Bye, Kirby. Have a wonderful Sunday. All right, y'all. Thank you for hanging with me again. Even if you know in the comments, that's why I put the name. We are not calling any names, okay? We're not calling any names, but I just want to point out a few things of protect your marriage, protect your home. Do not tell everybody what's going on. Don't tell anybody what's going on in your marriage, in your home. Okay, even if I didn't say YouTube beef, don't call no names. Let's talk about it. I could just change it to protect your marriage. And these are things that are very important in protecting your marriage. Okay, not telling people your business, not sharing too much with your girlfriends. and not telling your girlfriend, y'all, you haven't been ministering to your husband in a month or 3. I don't understand how though. I don't understand how. I don't know. When I read the stories about me and my husband, we haven't had sex in 3 months. I'm like, well, how? I'm like, well, how? Well, how? Nobody needs to know that. Nobody needs to know. I'm just trying to tell y'all. Nobody needs to know. All right. I have another 10 minutes. Let me share something from my community tab. Um, mm, Let me share something from my community tab. I have about 10 minutes. Okay, so in my community tab, I shared this. I think I shared it. Okay, can y'all see this? Really quick before we go, I have about 5 minutes before Mike is coming down. Mike, we're finishing up. Little Michael goes back to school on Friday, so we are finishing up. We're finishing up, book report, math, and all this thing. Okay, y'all. So I wanted to know what y'all think about this. Wait a minute, hold up. Wait a minute. Chloe didn't finish Married at First Sight notes. She said she was doing her Married at First Sight notes. Okay. Can y'all see this? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay, here we go, here we go. Can y'all see that? Okay. So this was shared on Facebook in the Facebook group. Y'all know I'm in this Facebook group because I be reading a lot. And so this lady's on a dating app. This is talking too much. This is why I'm talking about this. This is talking too much. And I guess maybe they matched or she reached out or whatever. I don't know who got contact with who. So the man says, I just read your bio. I'm sorry. I don't think we'd be a good match. Can y'all see it? Okay. This is about running your lips too much. Single mother. So wait, she says, out of curiosity, which part made you determine that? So in the dating world, we talk about gathering data, know what you want, know what you're looking for. So he said, I just read your bio. I'm sorry, I don't think we'd be a good match. Out of curiosity, which part made you determine that? He said, single mother. So he says, so I'll come second to children that aren't even mine, which is totally understandable, by the way. Also, you have kids and you're 35. So you probably don't want any more. And even if you did, it's about a 70% chance that you can't. You're also an independent woman. So your career will come before me as well, most likely not submissive. Have the same I don't need a man, I want a man mentality as all the other girls that let that social structure brainwash them. When girls typically say that they are independent, they use it as an excuse for their bad behavior and masculine traits. I want a stay-at-home wife that's the mother to my children who will give me stability and will stay loyal to me and is submissive. But that's impossible to find. Sorry for the rant. Modern dating is impossible for men like me, LOL. And so the woman in the group was upset. They was mad and they was dragging him. And you saw the question I asked was why she need to put that in her bio? Talking too much. So, over here, I'm big on gathering data. So this man has gathered this data about this young woman. So he said, okay, you're a single mother, and that means your kids are going to come before me. And he said, you know what? But that's cool, by the way. Okay. Which is all sad. Also, you have kids and you're 35. Most 99.9% of women who are 35 already have kids is not trying to have any more children. Most women, not all. Okay. There are very few of us that still wanted to have children. Okay, like when I tell people my kids are 20 years apart, they're like, oh, you must have been crazy to start all over. No, I had a baby at 16 and I got married at 35. So, and my husband would not have married me if I didn't want to have more kids. That's one of the questions. Do you want to have more children? Yes. Okay, so we talk about gathering data and you talking too much. Okay, and she want this type of man, but she said all the wrong things in her bio, talking too much. You're also independent woman. So when you put your independent woman, what he gets is, so your career will come before me, most likely not submissive, have the same, I don't need a man, I want a man. We talk about that. We talk about that over here. Or you know, ladies talk about, I don't need a man, I want a man, I don't need him. And men who are providers, shepherd, good husbands, they need to be needed. Okay, let's talk about gathering data and you talking too much. Okay, when girls say they are independent, they use it as an excuse. I want stay-at-home mom. That's the mother to my children who will give stability and will stay loyal and be submissive. I just don't understand why submission is a trigger word for some women. I'm writing something about that. Okay, so in talking too much, but see, women don't, a lot of women don't understand that it's that what you're saying in your bio is a turn on for the men that you want. The men you want, the shepherd, the providers, the protectors, the men who want to be leaders of your home, don't want a woman who talk like that, who think like that, and behave like that. In talking about too much. Okay, last comments before I go. I have 5 minutes. Drop it in the comments. I'm going. I am going. Today's Sunday, right? Oh Lord, I took me a nap on the couch. It was only about an hour. Oh, by the way, my blog, Janicehylton blog. Make sure you are subscribed to that. My book, Leah and Me. If you're not connected with me, please fill out the contact form. Leah and Me is coming out very soon. I should have it to you. I wanted to have it today, but there was an issue and the editor needs to fix something. So this is going to be free, but you have to be connected to me in my email. So go to my blog that I just put up there, Janicehylton blog, and fill out that contact form. And when it's available, which should be in the next day or two, you will get it. Oh, wait a minute. Pediatric office is closing. Wait a minute. He's taking a long weekend. Please be advised that our office will be closed on the fall holiday, Monday, August 29th. Okay, Saturday, September the 4th of July. I mean, yes. I'm going. Last comments about keeping your business private. Shut your mouth. I'm going. Oh no, we're not calling no names. We don't call names over here. I just wanted to use this as an example to show you need to keep your business to yourself, because when young people fall out, they be throwing stuff in your face, and you don't want to do that. Okay, you don't want to do that. I'm all for counseling over here. I push counseling. Show me love in my Patreon. I push counseling over here. I'll tell you to go to counseling in a minute. Some women have a problem with the word submission because the dusters are using it without being worth it. This is true. You're right. You're right. Because if you're not providing and protecting and you need me to help you pay the mortgage, please don't expect submission from me. You need to submit to me. Okay? But submission is not a bad word, ladies. We just have to make sure it's the right man that's saying that submission is a good thing. Submission is about protecting the wife. If you want to show me love and support in my Patreon, there's my link. Be sure to join my Patreon and my Cash App to buy me some coffee. Somebody sent me coffee money. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. Submission is not a bad word. Is there anybody in the chat that has a problem with the word submission? Go ahead, put it in there. Let me answer it real quick before I go. Submission is not a bad word. Whenever I meet women that have problem with submission, one is you don't understand the true meaning of submission, or you've had a bad experience with a man who wants you to submit. But in true biblical context of submission, submission is not a bad thing. Submission is protection for the wife, because when anything is going on in your home and God show up, God would be out of order to approach me. Let's take it over to the Bible. Adam and Eve. When Adam and Eve sinned, and God showed up, what the Bible said, God came to meet with them in the cool of the day. And did God call Eve? No, he didn't. He called Adam, which tells me they were supposed to be in a place they was not. And you think God didn't know what happened? You think God didn't know what happened? God said, Adam, where are you? And Adam says, I heard you, but I was naked. And what God said, who told you you was naked, Adam? Did you eat the fruit that I told you not to eat? What did that dusty do? The woman you gave me. Instead of him taking responsibility for not following God's instruction, he blamed it on his wife. He blamed Eve. And men are still blaming the woman until today. Hold on. I don't have a problem submitting. The key, ladies, the key is your husband is a choice. Your husband is a choice. That's the key. The key to submission is your husband is a choice. Submission is a decision you make before you get married. Yes, baby.
Thank you. Can I have your phone?
Come say hi to your aunties. Stand up. They could only see it. Is Daddy coming?
No.
He's not coming?
He is, and he said, thank you.
Okay. The key to submission, ladies, is it's a before marriage decision.
Can I have your phone?
Wait. Did you do your book report with Daddy?
Yeah.
Which one did you do?
That's only reading.
Oh, you didn't do the report yet?
No.
Well, when you gonna do it?
I don't know. It's tomorrow tutoring.
Yes, tomorrow's tutoring. Did you do your tutoring with Daddy?
No. I go do tutoring with Daddy when I'm done with eating.
You're still eating?
Yeah.
You've been eating for an hour?
Yeah.
How? How you been eating for an hour, Michael?
Yeah. Can't please have your phone?
Okay, wait a minute. Let me check my messages.
This is an old ancient book. Stop thing. Say, Mom, please. If I see another dance.
Michael,
Yes.
make sure you stay here so just your head is showing.
Okay.
All right, babes, I love you. And I'm be up in 10 minutes. Take a bath. Raquinas come under the mission for the family. That's right. But it's a before. Submission. Submission is a before marriage decision. That's not an after marriage. It is a before. That's something you decide before because you get to choose your husband. You get to choose the man who you will submit to. So if you choose an abuser, go ahead and submit, baby. If you choose a liar, go ahead and submit. If you chose a criminal, you better submit. If you chose a no job having man, shut your mouth and submit. If you chose a man you got to provide for, protect, shut your mouth, provide, protect, and submit. See, the church is not teaching this. The church is not teaching this. Submission is a before. Why y'all think it took me so long to get married? It took me a very long time to get married because I didn't meet nobody I could submit to. By the way, have you guys checked out my books? My book sales are a little low this month. I do know, y'all be waiting for the free book. But if you haven't, this is a 400-page book on sale for $19.99. Y'all better get it. Okay, if you haven't picked up my books, check my books out. Okay. Submission is a before marriage decision. It's not a decision you make after you get married. Talk about how do I submit to my husband. It's too late. It's too late. It's too late, baby. Go ahead and submit. Because that's a decision you should have made before. Don't choose a man you can't submit to. Don't choose a man you cannot adore. I am puzzled by the number of women in the Christian wife and Christian woman group talking about how do I submit to my husband. And then they're so sensitive, so I don't even say nothing. I don't say nothing. Because you say anything, they want to block you, delete you from the groups, and cry, talk about you being judgmental. No. Why you marry a man you couldn't submit? Why you marry a man you can't trust with your $2.50? I just need to know. Why did you turn your life over to a man who can't even be in control of his life? He don't even go to the doctor. He don't even go to the dentist. I saw somebody, oh my God, it was so disgusting. It must have been fake. I mean, that man has so much plaque and gingivitis on his teeth. How you gonna put your life into that man's hand who can't even take care of himself? I just want to know. So submission is a before marriage decision. It's not after. Oh, amen. Hey, Naomi. Many Christian women were waiting for a good Christian man that ended up getting married in their 40s. They didn't want to have children out of wedlock. Many Christian women were waiting for a good Christian man. Ended up getting married. Are you talking about the post in the thing? Is that what you're talking about? I guess what that person's saying, 35, most 35-year-old women already have all their kids. They're not going back. And 40-year-old woman, you might have one, but if he want to have 3 or 4, it's probably not going to happen. Thank you, Raquinas. Thank you, babe. All right, y'all. I'm getting to go. If you choose to post $1 million bill for your husband to be bonded out of jail, so submit. Go ahead and submit. You better submit. Before, not after. It's a before. I'm judging too. I'm judging too, Rockweeners. I'm judging too. How do I submit to my husband? It's too late. Most I say it's too late, girl, and then they get mad. They delete. I don't say nothing no more because I think I got the revelation when I tell the truth, they delete me or they block me from the group. I say it's too late. Why did you marry him? That's not a after marriage question. That's a before marriage. All right. I'm going. Where's my phone? Okay, I'm going, y'all. It's 7. I'm about to go put this little boy in the tub. I'm making him eat, finish eating, and read a little bit here to go back to school Friday. Open house is Wednesday. First day orientation is it's Friday. All right. Any last words before I go? I'm going. I'm going. I'm going. I'm going. I'm waiting for baby daddy to come on down. I know by the time I get up, he gonna be entire. I ain't gonna get no. And be sure, y'all, my book. I haven't. I'm my goal. You're not gonna believe this. Listen to me. My goal is to release 2 books. So the dating book about the guys I dated, and then my praying for our children book for Christmas. I pray to God I can make it because I'm still. Well, the praying for our children, I'm just reading over it and I'm going to discipline myself not to make any edits or anything. It's already edited, but I know how I am. Once I read something over, I got read it. Like this one, you know, I read it over and I'm like, cool. And I had to email her and I was like, fix that, fix that. But I have to fix that. I have to stop being so. But all right, y'all. I love you. I love you. How many of y'all have 23 Tesla guys you might meet? It's in the Bible. We are to judge. Absolutely. Judge righteously. They're quick to say, the Bible say don't judge. And I always say, do you believe Jesus Christ is the Son of God? Have you repent and be baptized? We are to judge. Absolutely. So I've listened to these female artists telling you that they're and exactly all these women y'all listen to, all the Beyonce, Cardi B, love me some Cardi B because that's my sister. We share the same birthday. I love me the October people. What's the other one? Nicki Minaj, huh? They're all married. The other one, what's the other girl? Zodio, Zozo. What's the girl? What's the girl that was taking pictures with her legs spread wide open? What's her name? Zuzu, Roro. What's the girl? She's engaged. Engaged. So all these women y'all listen to, they're all married. I guess Big Mike's not coming down because I don't want to get up until he comes down. Wishing you the best. Thank you. Thank you, Beverly. I know Beverly. Beverly have all my books. You're teaching them to be wise and not knives. I'm working on my book also. Pray for me. All right, Southwest. Yes, honey, email me. I give you some pointers. I have everybody. I have editor. I have formatter. I have book cover designer. Mm-hmm. Yes, I have it all. I have Mike say I have a team that I work with. Even Princess and Ray J are married. Thank you. I just was seeing today they're getting back together. You know, their way they was going at it. I was the way they drag each other. There's no way I could get back with somebody after they don't drag me like that. Married. Mm-hmm. You not gonna drag me like that, and then I'm going, girl, please. You're not gonna drag me like that, and then I'm gonna come back and be protected. Oh, I'm not gonna feel protected. How do I feel protected when you don't drag me through the streets like that? I ain't gonna do it. Oh, this fan feels good. I purchased all the book. Miss Boogie, were you supposed to email me or did you email me? All right. I was supposed to email somebody. Email me. I owe somebody some books. All right, y'all. All right, last comments. I'm going this time for real. I'm just waiting for Mike to come on down the stairs. Ooh. Ooh. Someone said she's not getting my thing when I'm on. I'm like, I'm on right now. I'm on right now. I'm on right now. All right, I'm going. I guess Mike's not coming down. I already know. I already know he talking about 7 o'clock. Maybe I come 7 o'clock. I'm like, I already know he's not coming. I would go and say he gonna be like, baby, I'm tired. I'm tired. You know, like baby, I'm tired. He had to go to New York today to take care of the family situation we have. He got up early and got on the parkway to the tunnel or wherever. He can't hold. He said, "Baby, I'm tired. I'm way down." I emailed you. Okay, Miss Boogie. I think I did get that. And did I respond to your last email? They are both crazy and true society. Yeah. All right, babes. I love you. I love you. I love you. I appreciate the love and the support. I don't know if I'm gonna do a video in the morning. Married at First Sight. I already did Ready to Love. Did y'all watch my Ready to Love video? Oh my god. Can we talk about nephew Tom? Wait, let me call Mike. We talk about in a minute. I already know. Mike's not coming down. He come up big tired. I can't get up. I'm about yes, Michael Jr. What do you want me to make you?
What what there is.
Well, I made chicken for dinner. Daddy gave it. Oh, you don't want chicken?
I already don't want chicken.
Okay, I made jerk chicken. There's curry chicken.
Curry.
I'm coming to put you in the tub.
Yesterday we don't.
No, you didn't take a bath yesterday.
I did.
You did not take a bath yesterday. You said you was tired.
Of course I was tired. Huh?
You said yesterday. But I said, Michael, it's time for you to take your bath. Oh, mommy, I'm tired. Michael, bend down because you don't have your shirt on. You said, mommy, I'm tired. I said, okay, Michael. Plus, you didn't go outside yesterday, so it was okay.
Okay, I go leave and reflect.
Okay. You know, it was okay. He didn't go out. We didn't go out yesterday. We was in the house. Yesterday was Saturday, and he didn't go outside yesterday. So I was like, okay, they in the house, So I said, okay, well, you don't have to take a bath today. You 2 days, no sir. You could miss one day.
And I could take a bath.
Everybody get a day. Okay. Everybody get a day. Everybody have a day. Okay, but he just have too many days. He want to not take a bath. And today's Sunday of the Lord's Day. Oh, sweet baby Jesus Day. He don't want to take a bath. Oh no. Oh Lord, I'm going. He crossed the veranda. No, he don't go that far. He take the tunnel. He likes to take the tunnel because once you take the Lincoln Tunnel, you come out, you're right there. He in Jamaica for sure. Never time is the king of the dust is. No, the king doesn't get a capital K. I just can't believe it, girl. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. But anyways, I love you. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go give this boy a bath, do some reading, and get in the bed. As a matter of fact, I need to finish. I'm gonna read over this article this one more time. Then I'm gonna send it to the formatter, and she should have it for you guys by tomorrow or Tuesday. Oh, I gotta get my ISBN number, and that's when I went to. So let me go lay down for a minute. Oh, anybody writing a book? Make sure. Maybe I should do a live. I think I'm gonna do a live for people who want to write books and tell you what to do and what not to do. Should I do that? How many people? How many of you all would be interested? You know how I feel. I think everybody, especially women, you should write a book. You should. I feel like every woman should write a book. I think that women have something to say to the other women that's coming up to the younger generation. That's my thing. I feel like every woman should write a book. You have something to say. Okay. So if you decide to write a book, I think I'm going to have a book writing in my course too. I helped somebody to flush out her book. When I was doing my mentoring, she was like, I need you to help me put my book together. And I helped her, and I need to find out if she published it. All right, I'm going. Justice should have been gone, girl. Yes. Okay, I will. No, I'm not interested in starting my own YouTube channel and do a video on that. Oh, interested in starting your own YouTube channel? Okay. Clara, you've been saying that for about 2 years, girl. When you gonna do it? When you gonna do it, Clara? When you gonna do it, girl? It's easy. Get a channel name, but don't matter because you could always change it. Get a channel name and start recording. Start recording. If you're gonna go live helps you to get your hours and your time. You have to try to go live in 24 hours. You have to activate in 24 hours. You could go live. You can't go live on your phone until you have. It used to be 1,000 subscribers, but now I heard it's 500 subscribers. Well, you need that type of video. You don't forget nothing. Yes, I know it. I know. Oh, I don't forget. I have a very good long memory, Clara. I have a very good long memory. Okay. Yeah, do it. Do it. Because you know what? I feel like as women, you have so much to help another woman. You know what I mean? I do my content the way I do my content, but there's so many people reviewing Married at First Sight, and everybody put their own spin on it. Everybody put their own spin on it. So for those of you who want to write a book, ISBN number is a big thing. I remember because I knew that I was a book writer, that I was going to be writer of books, more than one book. What I did years ago, about 10 years ago, was I bought 1,000 ISBN numbers. But if you're just going to write one book, you don't need 1,000. You need to buy one, or you could get a free one from Amazon or wherever. Some companies give out free ISBN number, but I get my own because I like to keep my stuff to my stuff. So those are things you need to decide. You're going to write one book, two books. Are you a book writer? Are you an author? Is that your gift? Or do you just want to write a book? So my gift to the body is I'm a teacher, of course, and I'm also um, an author. Electric, digital, online, electric book. So every time I publish a book, I go over into the ISBN bank and get one of my ISBN number. So that's what I'm doing now because I got to send it to the girl. And you don't have to. You don't have. Do I have? Do I need an ISBN for an ebook? Wait a minute. Let me go back. I'm forgetting. Um, uh, because I give my books away, and mm, 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 mm. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Do I give an ISBN to an ebook? Okay, there we go. Ebook. In Christ I am. Yes, ebook. Ebook prayer journal. In Christ I am. Mm, much I gotta keep up. I want to focus on single people and teaching how to purchase property as a single person, and of course, wouldn't mind talking health. That's good. That's good, Clara. You can really help a lot of people because you heard the Dow Jones done went down, and so now a lot of people are worried about these people that just bought the house in the rush at the height. Their house might be underwater. Oh, you have, girl. You need to get them out. What you waiting for? Hi, Hudson family, Harrison family. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Get them out, babes. Don't get them out. Focus on one. Um, set a goal and say, I'm gonna have this book out. This is August. You could say, I'm gonna have a book out by for Christmas. And make that your goal. And so there's editing that has to be done. Sometimes you might need two, 3 rounds of editing. It depends on how what kind of writer you are. It depends on what kind of book it is. You might need a beta reader. I don't let beta reader read my books because my books are Christian book and Christian content. So if they're not Christians, they don't understand the content anyways. Most of my books are biblically based. My dating content is also biblically based. And I had one girl who edited the 10 years of girlfriend for me, the conclusion, which is the Leah in me, and she was pushing her feminism on it. I was like, oh no, girl, I'm not about to change this. This is how I want it to be. I'm not about to change it to make you happy. Mm-mm. So you have to be careful who people. So that's why I don't do beta readers. Didn't I tell you I might not coming down here? I already know Mike not coming. Okay, all right. Let me go. Uh, this is gonna be free, but if it was on Amazon, it would be $2.99. Oh, I should put a price in there, but it's not gonna be $2.99. $3.99. It's gonna be free on my blog. Thanks so much. You're welcome. Leona, so my boy did the same to his wife when she was sick. He left her all the goodies and mitts by the door. He and the kids kept over. That's right. That's what you have to do. Oh, it's fiction. Oh, good girl. Yeah, you're gonna need a couple rounds of editing and a couple rounds of beta reading. You already have one written. Yeah. I have a team of people I work with. Contributor. There is no contributor for number 2. Set dollar amount. Publication date. This is August. I'll probably have it out August 30th, 20 and 22. Forthcoming. Target audience. Elementary. Young adults. So with the fiction writer, I have a good editor too. I was looking for another editor. She's really good. She's really good. She's really good. She's a fiction editor, but she also does nonfiction. Submit. Okay. Yeah. How do I purchase ISBN? You go to the ISBN company, Bowker. Do not buy it from anybody. Do not buy it from anybody. Buy it from Bowker, BOWKER. That's the ISBN number company. Because if you buy it from people, like if you buy an ISBN from me, the ISBN is going to be under my name. You don't want that. People buy ISBN and resell them. You don't want to do that. You go to Bowker and buy them yourself. Oh, I love stories. Mm-hmm. Didn't I tell you 7:30? Mike's not coming down, child. He gonna be like, baby, I'm tired. I'm like, I knew it. I knew it. Mm-mm-mm-mm. All right, I'm gonna send this over to my girl. For those of you who want to snippet, I posted a little of part of Leah in Me on my community tab. So if you guys haven't seen that, be sure to check that out. Uh-huh. But make sure it says ISBN, okay? Bowker Identifiers Service. You do not need there's something else to try to make you get, but you don't need it. Just get the ISBN number. That's all you need. Barcode. You don't need a barcode. Because the Kindle KDP and the other companies, they put the barcode on. You don't need a barcode, okay? But I encourage every man, every woman to pursue your dream, whatever you want to do. You want to do a YouTube channel, you want to write a book, go ahead and do it, y'all. Oh, these are cute. Oh, that's cute. I like that. Go ahead and get it done. I believe in pursuing your dreams and doing what you need to do. You know what I mean? Like there are so many people who don't know. There are so many unfulfilled dreams. Go ahead and do it. Don't be afraid to do it. You know, don't be afraid to do it. Just go ahead and step out on faith and do it. I'm all about trying it. All right, y'all. I love you. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go put this little boy in the bathtub. I got. Oh, and there's something else I'm not telling you all about. There's something else I forgot to mention. There's something else I'm not telling you guys about that's coming. All right. I love you. I'm gonna go. I love you guys. Love you. Love you. Love you. I'm working on something else too. So that's coming very soon. Okay. It's coming very soon, babes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Love you guys. Love you. Love you. Love you. I'm gonna go. I will talk with you later tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna come on. I think I need to start working on my other book. Y'all been waiting on. I just need to finish my conclusion, and I'm getting my girl to proofread it for me. I already spoke to her about proofing it for me. All right, babes. Love you all. Good night. Good night. Thank you, Selfless. This is your first time, Selfless? Unless you change your name, but I don't remember your name. I have a good memory. Spill. Email me, Raquenas. Email me. A podcast. That's a good idea. But no, no, no. Email me. But I love you. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go put my little funky boy in the bathtub who don't want to wash his so. Don't want to wash his so. Did y'all hear talk about not today? No, you don't get to skip 2 days. Mm. You don't get to skip 2 days. You get to skip 1 day. That's all you get. And it's hot. You get to skip 1 day, but you don't get to skip 2 days, okay? Not wash it. Oh gosh. You don't get to skip 2 days of funkiness, of being funky. All right, love you. Good night, all. Good night. Mwah. Bye.